Taurus, how you getting on, guys? So I thought what I would do is I would do a moment after tarot reading, which will be the rest of December, and then we will look into the first half of the 1st to the 15th of, what will it be? January, right? Wow, so we're coming up against it. So let's see. So the moment after for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What's been going on with them for the rest of December? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, Taurus. There's going to be a lot of changes that I will explain towards the end of the video, Taurus. So let's see. A lot of things are changing, Taurus, is what I'm hearing. Things are changing. Someone seems to be changing their mind. Changing my mind. Changing my mind, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. For the rest of December. Show me Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Thank you. Okay. Oh, happy Boxing Day, by the way. So it's Boxing Day, so I'm just trying to do a few readings. So somebody wants to work on something. Someone's gone back to work. So something to do with working. Something about also concrete. Hearing concrete. I'm hearing concrete or concreting in a deal, sealing a deal and signing something. Some kind of sign, or someone's trying to signal you in some. I keep hearing signal or sign or something to do with concreting something. I think if it's to do with work, which it generally would be if it's Pentacles, it's that you are just about to receive a message to say that you can go ahead on it, and I think it's more to do with sealing a deal with work. Okay, so let's see Taurus and for the first half of December. The rest of December. So waiting, so you got the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. There's a lot of waiting. I think I'm hearing anticipation, yeah, on an offer that seems to be coming in. So for the rest of December, it seems like you might have to work for this connection. It seems to be going, it's definitely coming in. There's an energy of replacement, a place. Something to do with replacing one job for another job for some of you. You might be job seeking, or you're in a contract now where it is secured and there's the offer and there's the opportunity that is now presented to you. But for some of you, this is going to be replaced by not wanting to be tricked or fooled or once bitten, twice shy. Okay, so there's some kind of energy around you that's like curiosity, but more to do with like once bitten, twice shy, that I am now having to break through, because this would be having to go for a job interview. If you're looking for a job interview, it's kind of like, I don't want to be shy, I need to be full of confidence. And once bitten, twice shy, meaning that it might be the second job that you're looking at. Okay, if it is to do with work and finances, there might be another job that you're looking for, but one of them you might be trying to pluck up the courage in order to be able to say, you know, there might be a better offer on the table with another offer of something to do with work. Now, if this is to do with love, there might be a replacement where you was once bitten, twice shy for a past soulmate relationship, and now you might be contemplating on yourself of replacing one for another, because there's definitely replacing an offer for another. Meaning that if you was once bitten and twice shy, that I am shy no more, and I am replacing it with a different offer. Okay, if that is a situation that you are in with your love life. Now, I am going to have to say this repeatedly to everybody. These really are general readings, guys, and they will not relate to you. They might relate to you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's definitely going to be your life. Okay, that would be a personal reading. So what I'm picking up through this, the rest of December, is that you might replace an offer by another, because there is a period of waiting. You might have a lot of opportunities to do with work, and you might have a lot of opportunities to do with your love life, but it would depend on what you're watching the reading for. There's a lot of work things that are going to come up for you to start off your course of January, but I think that you may well consider of replacing one for another, because they keep telling me replacing one for another. Let's see, so Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for the rest of December. For the rest of December, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. But generally for me, well, there you go. So there's the Two of Cups. So it is a soulmate relationship of what I felt. You've got 2 and 2. It could relate a lot to possible Libra. but you do have a lot of decisions to make. Some of you, it might be contemplating on the fact that you know that you have to travel for work and that you don't want to be away from your partner if you're with a partner. Now, if you have someone in mind, this might be this 2 and 2 is between, it's either it's two people, but that's either work can stand in the way or travel, because some of you, this is physical travel, that it's going to take me having to travel to the soulmate, which is here. So if there's distance between you, that's just where these 2s are coming from, okay? And where this 3 is coming from. Some of you, the 3 is to do with like work is in the way and at the moment, and I'm having to go back to work to physically get this, seal this deal at work here first before I can come back home to the soulmate. Now, some of you, there would be physical long distance travel where you might have 2 people that you are interested in, and one might live further afield, and there's a difference in travelling expenses, and there's a difference in how far it is that you would have to go for 2 different soulmates, and that's why the 3 is there, okay? That you might have 2 soulmates, and that one of them lives at a complete distance and the other one is a lot closer to you, okay? This would also be a friend that is possibly going to help you through this, where there will be someone that's more closer to you, okay? Because they keep saying closer to you. There's someone that is closer to you, and to me, it feels like if you've been waiting to hear from someone and they're not reaching out and you have another opportunity, then that would be an opportunity that you're going to probably replace for another soulmate here. Now, a lot of you, this can be a new person that you've either just met or can also meet in the future. It can still be that, okay? But I feel a lot to do with it is that you have 2 soulmates and that you're probably going to replace one for another. But a cross-watcher would probably say different, okay? So, show me Taurus. But, wow, so there's the 10 of Cups. So, yeah, there's a possible Piscean, okay, because you've got 10 and 2, which is 3, which is the Hangman, which is 12, and also the Empress. So a lot to do with a Piscean for sure that can be very close to you here. That can also be a family member that's really helping support you. For some of you, you've got a very good support system within the family, but really this would be more of the loving partnership if you are hesitating between 2 different people that you might have. This would probably be your better offer, because this person is going to accept you in with open arms and be very greeting and warming, okay? Could have Aquarius in their chart as well. So it could be Aquarius, Piscean. But in Vedic, Piscean would be Aquarius anyway. So there is a lot to do with that. I feel that there are decisions going to make. If you are on one person, okay, one person, because there will be different people for different timelines, then there's obviously, you're just decided that you're going to build and work on the relationship, but there's obviously things that are in the way of travel to do with work and having to go backwards and forwards. But I feel that this is your ever after person. You know, this is your dreams fulfilled. This person here is extremely greeting and warm and loving for you, okay, and they would be there. So this is someone that's very future oriented and that is expanding some kind of business or so this can come through as your partner that is expanding their business more, and they're having to go back to the drawing board in order to reevaluate something that is now going to come into fruition, where there's also going to be time for you and your partner through the rest of December. So this would be things that are obviously coming up through the new year for you, obviously when we come into December, for the rest of December. Continue on with the readings. So show me Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for the rest of December. This could well be happening now, you know, because it's a very short time span. Okay, so you had the 3 now. Well, this is where it's getting very complicated. Now there's 2 3s and 2 2s. Someone's going to try and send you a message from the past, and they want to reach out to you here. They're going to send you a message from the past, and they are waiting for you to send them a message back, and that would be a Piscean. They are also waiting on some kind of information that they are waiting for about this physical movement as well, because you've got the 10. This is dropping everything for you. It feels like to me that they're going to drop everything for you, because this would be a marriage partner, because you have got 3 and 1, which is 4, which is the 4 of Wands. So the marriage connection and the physical connection and the metaphysical connection is still there, possibly between you and your one partner, or if there is another person in your energy, that can be anyone, that is possibly still there too, because you've got a twin flame soulmate possible dynamic if you are having some kind of choice, because you've got 3 and 3 and 2 and 2. Okay. But it seems to me that someone is willing to wait for you and protect you and drop the guards. But I feel this is a lot to do with settling down. For some of you, you're really wanting to settle down if you're relating it to one partner. But we will go on different aspects. Okay, Taurus. So you've got 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a lot to do with, because I just heard pick up sticks and drop sticks. Chopsticks. Someone might be looking at chopsticks on the piano. Chopsticks, which was from Mr. Big, right? Mr. Big, the film Mr. Big. Was it called Mr. Big? I'm sure it was. Tom Hanks, right? Chopsticks. So I'm also hearing sushi bar, or taking you out to a restaurant as well. But sorry, because I'm kind of getting lost in something. So 6. So definitely somebody. I mean, if you relate this to your partner, it's possibly hanging to. Sorry, I just heard hanging on to something. But 6 of Wands is obviously marriage, and obviously really wants to go into a very, very, very strong, long-lasting commitment through the 6 of Wands. Someone sees you as their knight in shining armor, and the person that they want to be with. Okay, but for some of you, this might be a different dynamic, where there are possible 3 people in this, but I couldn't tell you if that's your love life, work in the way, or a family member that's in the way, possibly, that you might see them as. But there was still something very strong karmically that you have to go through for this 3. This would be more about public speaking and being able to have the confidence to be able to speak up and say something. Okay, so someone is definitely in this energy wanting to have the courage in order and the strength to be able to say something, that they're in love with someone, which can be you or them saying that. But well, I mean, it seems like you're all in love. Yeah, I don't know why I heard that. I'm a fool in love. Could be a possible Piscean through the Fool energy, but I'm a fool for you, is what I heard. I'm just about to fall for you. Someone is deeply, deeply falling in love with someone, and it feels like they've got their eye on you, or you have your eye on a new person. If this is your partner, it feels like they just don't want to be separated away from you at all. And it feels like that when they go to work here, they get distracted by thinking about you a lot, okay? They also are trying to use their work as a tool of, one, not really avoidance. I think that they're really concentrated on their work, but that would only, physically only be for the people if you have options and you have 2 soulmates of love connection. If you have that 2 soulmate connection with somebody, okay, then this person is using that as an avoidance tactic to obviously go through a lot of karma, to worry and fear that one is going to be replaced by the other. Okay, but that would only really be for some of you that have that dynamic of possible third party, because this is a drama triangle. You know, you can play scapegoat, victim, and then the aggressor, and then you become the aggressor and the victim, the scapegoat, victim. And we do that. You know, I'm also hearing the name Victor, and that would be victory here, Victor. I'm also hearing victory V's. Which was an old mint. I don't know if anybody would ever heard of those. Victory V's. Victory, or Vic Reeves, which is Dizzy, right? Vic Reeves. Vic Reeves and the Wonder Stuff. Someone's Wonder Stuff or Wonder Wall the wonder stuff, I don't know why I'm hearing these messages. If they really do relate to you, they are psychic messages. But wonder stuff, or the wonder of you. The wonder of you. Someone wonders about you a lot. It's definitely a Piscean energy, I would say, is wondering about you a lot. I think that they're wandering aimlessly, but aiming. They're aiming to secure you, and they're also aiming to work with you on something, but they're also aiming to propose, is what I'm hearing, because that would also be a proposal that they want to go forward on a marriage. Okay, let's see what this last card is. Oh wow, that's unbelievable. You got another 2, another 2. 2 by 2, 2 by 2. I think that someone definitely has Libra in their chart. Now, for a lot of you, that can just be work, that this 3 of Pentacles is now making more of a stronger foundation, because people are now obviously going back to work and all that sort of stuff. So that can be someone's work ethic that's in the way. But it might not be in the way. It's just securing the relationship to where you are now, be able to afford more things. And I think that that's why your partner is more focused on work, because they're now looking into securing the relationship as the 4 of Wands. Okay? But there's still a lot of decisions that need to be made between everybody that's in this. You've got 3 and 2 here, which is 5, which is also the Hierophant. Okay, it's also work, which is the Hierophant. It's also being able to own one's own business and go back to work for their business. So that will either be you or your partner if they own their own company. Okay, and that is what's in the way for some of you, but it's not really in the way. It's just that's the 5. Okay, can be a Taurus for a lot of you, another Taurus. Okay, but that can be also you or your partner as a family dynamic, where someone would be earning. It's a lot to do with 5, to do with earning money. Okay, now some of you, if you do have different soulmates, because that's definitely here for a lot of you, different soulmates, I think that you could well be possibly thinking about marrying one, is just what I heard, is marrying one, or someone, or this is your partner's energy that is thinking about an engagement, because this is consuming a loving two of cups through this card. And I think that one of your options is very caring and loving, and the other person, you might well be thinking about replacing that one soulmate for another soulmate, which means that you may have well learnt your lessons that came about through everything that's happening in the sky, and that now, or very soon within this timeline, you might be thinking about replacing one soulmate to actually meet your life partner here. Your life partner is pretty much here. Okay. And I would say for you as advice that would be a better option for you, but you still have to make these decisions here. 2, 2 and 2, 3 and 3. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's your reading. So just please give me just a little... Oh, we got 10:10 on the clock as well, so kind of 11:11. Everything's changed now over on Patreon. Now, I've changed the prices and things as well, or trying to, but there is a lot more that's offered now through Tier 2. Tier 1 still gives you all access to everything, clarifying, and then we will also look into your 1st to 15th of the month, okay, through a different deck, and also clarify these a little bit further, and then look in the 1st to 15th. But Tier 2 now gives you access, if I can remember how I've done it, but it does tell you everything on Tier 2 now, and everything has changed. If you want to have a look at the website, you can. It's on Patreon. It will be in the link below. But you get early access to monthly readings now that will come out probably a month ahead when I get scheduled through Christmas, after Christmas. There will also be live random readings where I'll go live on Tier 2. You can also send me messages also via Patreon, that you can send me a message and you can have a 1 to 2, 3, 4 card kind of like question and answer. But that would also be better if like you missed the live where I can talk to you via live and talk everyone live, and you get questions that I can answer there. If you missed that, you can also still send me a message of 3 or 4 questions, or questions that you want to answer, and I'll do 3 or 4 cards, and then, but it does explain everything over there as well, okay? But generally, you get all access through Tier 1, again, to every extended reading that I do. But at the moment, we are going to look into this December, and then going to the 1st to the 15th of January. Okay, a lot of these are channeled messages, guys, and they will not relate to everybody, but if it really does relate to you and you're on a personal reading, you can still reach out from a link below. And I'm going to have to catch up very soon after Christmas and get a load of those done for other people that I've got too. So I really do appreciate your support. Happy Boxing Day. I hope you had a great Christmas. I need to lose some weight, Taurus. I have eaten mince pies and everything, so I'm going to have to lose some weight. So I've really got to change things up. You also get meditation music that I've bought loads of equipment for Tier 2 if you're still here. Tier 2 will also give you meditation music that I have bought loads of different equipment, and as soon as I get the hang of that, meditation music will still come out on Tier 2 that you will have access to as well. But it does tell you, okay? Alright guys, thanks very much for your support. I really do appreciate it, and I'll hopefully see you over on Patreon, guys. Thanks, Taurus.